Hi guys, so today I'm going to be showing you my Christmas drugstore makeup look. It's this really fun kind of silvery cat wing look with this red lip. Of course you can do whatever you want with this look. You can pair it with a nude lip or with wing, no wing, lashes, no lashes, but this is my look. So starting off, I'm going to be using the e.l.f. eyelid primer. This is awesome. I'm just going to pop some on and just like blend it out with my finger basically, just to really get that eyelid primed and ready. I'm going to be using a Taupe kind of transition color. Whatever kind of neutral color you have, you can use. I didn't have one from the drugstore, and this was in my Z palette. I have no idea where I found it, but that's what I'm going to use. I'm using that with my e.l.f. blending brush, and I'm just popping that all over my crease just to kind of give myself dimension, just so it actually looks like I have an eye socket. You can make this as dark as you want. You can put a little bit more dark shadow, you can layer it up, you can use a warmer shadow, but I'm really trying to keep this neutral, so that's why I'm going for this taupey shade. My e.l.f. blending brush wasn't working very well, so I switched over to my Morphe 504 blending brush. You don't have to do this, but I found that now that I have my Morphe brushes, it's kind of hard to go back to what I was using before. So as you can see, I'm really doing circular motions, trying to blend that out. It'll take time, just work it in. And this is the Essence eyeshadow in the color Golden Up. It's really more of a champagne-y color, it's not very golden. They have a bunch of really great kind of foiled shadows. They're very glittery, and very cheap. I think they were like $3. So I went for this one and I love it. I just pressed it in with my ring finger, and after I'll start blending out the edges with my Morphe 504 brush again. If you want to layer up and make it more intense, if you have a flat shader brush or anything like that, you can spray it with Fix Plus and make it more intense, but of course this is a drugstore look, so use it what you have, and I'm just using my finger because it works best. This did have a lot of fallout, so that's why I'm doing the eyes first as opposed to the face. Just makes it way easier. So here I went and did a cat eye. I'm not very good at doing them on camera. It's very, very hard to do, but I used the Essence waterproof eyeliner pen. It is amazing. You don't have to do a wing if you don't want to, but I thought it would make it very glamorous, so I did. The eyeliner pens are amazing. They're like $3. And here I'm using the Pumped Up Colossal mascara. It's probably my favorite from the drugstore. It's by Maybelline, and it just has a really thick wand. If you'd like to apply some Ardell lashes or anything like that, please go for it, but I wanted to make this as affordable as possible. So here I'm going in with a L'Oreal Infallible foundation. I'm going to list whatever shade I am in the bottom bar. I really, really like this foundation, except for it's my summer shade, so I really had to put it down my neck to make it seem like I was I'm more tan than I really am, so it doesn't match my face, but I didn't realize how much paler I got as the seasons went by. And I'm just going to blend that out using my Morphe 439 brush. You can use any Real Techniques, you can use a Miracle sponge that's dampened. I really love this 439 brush, but I've heard that the Real Techniques brushes are just as good. And I'm buffing that in circular motions. I usually like to apply it on my chin and then work the product up, just because I'm going to be using concealer underneath my eyes and I don't want to have too much product going on. That's just a personal preference. I do have oily skin, so if you want to use more of a dewy foundation, go, you just do you just rock it. Do whatever works for you. I love this foundation though. And I'm going to be using the Maybelline Age Rewind, and I'm going to be popping that underneath my eyes just to kind of give myself more of a lifted effect. That'll give you a nice chance to clean up any messes that you might have made with your cat eye as well. I'm still blending that in using my Morphe 439, and I'm going to be buffing that down. You can see that gives me a nice lifted effect. If you're noticing any creasing, just use your fingers to pat out that right underneath the eyes for those really fine lines. I'm going to be using this little paddle brush that I got from Tarte. It was like a little travel sample. And I'm going to be using this Covergirl loose powder that I got. The lid broke, so I'm trying to make it work. I find that this is a dupe for the Laura Mercier translucent powder. I love it, and that's what I use to set my under eyes. You just want to pat it on and then sweep away the excess after. Using that Taupe shade again, I'm going to be using that same e.l.f. blending brush, and I'm going to be blending underneath the lower lash line. You can make that as dark as you want and smoked out as you want. I just wanted a little bit more of like definition. So you can highlight the inner corner with that same shimmery shade, or use whatever you want, but I really like this shimmery shade, so I thought I'd go all out with it. If you want extra coverage, you can use that CoverGirl translucent powder to set the rest of the face. That'll kind of make it foolproof for the rest of the night too, just to make sure that it all like sticks. If you're going to like a Christmas party, that'll really make it foolproof. So you can just go ahead and like dust all of that on all over the face. Creates a nice blending process for the bronzer and the blush too. I'm going to be using my Essence bronzer. This is the darker shade, and I'm going to be using my Still Essentials bronzing brush. I really like this bronzing brush just because it's kind of foolproof. It doesn't make it so you're like have the huge bronze cheek, like it's very, very subtle, and I really like that. I'm keeping that on the higher points of my cheeks, just kind of in that hollow and around the perimeters of the face. I'm going to be using my NYX Mauve Blush. I love this blush. It's amazing. It's like a really good neutral, and I'm going to be using that with my Luxie 504 blush brush. These NYX blushes are probably my favorite from the drugstore. They're super pigmented, really, really, really nice. Using my HardCandy bronzer in Tiki. It's it's definitely like a highlight for me. I'm going to be using that with my Morphe fan brush. I can't remember the name, so I'll put it in the down bar. But I'm going to be doing that kind of all over the face to give myself a nice glow. You can use your fingers too. I did that for a long time before I had this fan brush. Underneath the brow bone, top of the nose, Cupid's bow, really kind of even it out. I'm going to be using the NYX Microbrow Pencil. I don't really fill in much, but I find that, as you can see, just brushing through your brows already makes them look so much more full. So giving them a good brush in and filling any sparse areas that you might have. I already have pretty thick brows, so I don't have to do too much. I'm in the shade Taupe. I'm applying a little bit more of that highlight just in the tops of the cheekbones just because I love the way it looks. Using my L'Oreal Pro Matte Infallible spray thingy-majiggy, I'm going to just spray my entire face. I love doing that just because it really sets all that powder that we put down. And then using my Maybelline lipstick in the color Really Red. It's like a nice dark brick red. I love it. It's so beautiful. I bought it just for this tutorial. You can use a lip liner. My favorite ones are from Essence. They're, I think, $1.99. But I'm just going to skip that just because I kind of forgot. So going in with that Really Red, I'm going to apply that all over the place. Just be very careful and take your time. It is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful lipstick though. Again, like I said, you can use a nude lipstick if you want, but I really wanted to make this super festive. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this look. Please let me know what you'd like to see again. And I will see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching.